chat. Welcome in, everyone. Hello, Cosmic. Hello, JK. Hello, Will Poker. Hey, they can see me. Happy to see everyone in. Happy Friday to you. Welcome to the weekend. I haven't done a lot of sushi. And I don't really have a lot of desire to. You can make the definition sushi what you can buy at the gas station or the supermarket or what have you. I sort of think it's a mockery of what sushi is intended to be. It's very much taking care of the fish and being very careful in how you're slicing it and the temperature you're serving it. I believe the only proper way to eat sushi is the way that it is served at sushi bars, where it's served to you piece by piece at the temperature it's meant to be consumed that moment. I don't have any of that history or skill. I have not worked for decades under someone in order to be called a sushi chef, much less a sushi master. Yeah. And then let's add on top of it that I'm not a big fan of nori. And because I'm not a big fan of nori, you'll also not see me doing a lot of niki wraps or anything along that line. Oh, hi there, Steam. Nice. Sentient Scramble knows it's Mexican food night. And breakfast tacos, not the way that I'm intending, not the way that I really intended for these tacos to go. I wanted to try and find quail eggs for tonight, which are small, cute little eggs They make beautifully small little fried eggs. But I didn't quite think of several things in that. You know, typically birds are not typically laying eggs as much in winter as they do in warmer temperature. I went to 4 or 5 stores today, and not one of them had them, so I think it's entirely just not a season thing. So I was intending cute little quail fried eggs on top of my tacos as sort of like a top garnish. But we're going to do regular chicken eggs instead. And I might cut the eggs down in size so that they fit better. But I still want the runny yolk. They're also pricey, and if I saw them and they were going to be like $30 for a thing, I probably wouldn't have done it, but I was looking for them. But they throw eggs and tacos all the time for breakfast. Coffee button. Where are you, coffee button? I really wish I could fit my coffee stuff. Like, I really wish I could fit my coffee stuff like over here instead of the KitchenAid. It's just too much. I wish I could throw the KitchenAid over here and all the coffee stuff over here. But thank you for joining me on your Friday, everyone. I hope you had a lovely week. Here's to a wonderful weekend. Cheers. What do we start with here? Tortilla dough. Tortilla dough. Oh, I forgot to redo the ingredient. Dinner command. Let me quick write that up here. What are we doing on Sunday for my plans here? Oh yeah, the chowder that I delayed like 3 times now. The corn chicken. Which the recipe's in the Discord if you want to cook along on Sunday. If you're interested in some corn, chicken, and potato chowder. That's what's happening here on Sunday. Bowl. Need a bowl. Basically out of flour again, chat. Spooning some lard out here. But it's also because I don't buy tortillas or pre-made bread for the most part. I do on occasion. So I'm just pinching that lard into the flour until it's pea-sized or smaller. You definitely don't want big chunks of that lard left around. The fat, how much, what type, is what's going to affect your tenderness. That and if you overwork the flour, but I doubt most people working on tortillas are overworking the flour. See how it sticks to my hand from that fat now? The flour wouldn't stick to my hand just like that by itself. Let's see here. warm water. Butter is not a good choice. It's got too much water in it. Bacon fat, while it can taste yummy, is also, I have found, to be a sort of overpowering choice. Alright, now that we got that mostly combined together here, I am going to cover it and let it rest. I only really need to let it set for about 20 minutes, but I'm probably going to let it set longer just because I'm working on other stuff. Okay, on to chicken and rice. We'll start with the chicken. If you want that butter flavor in your tortilla, you could do some butter or butter flavoring with a different oil, with a neutral oil. And I'm just slicing this to sort of maximize searing. We'll start by searing them in the pan on the stove over here. Over on the stove. I wish my voice commands still worked. One day we'll have voice commands back, chat. One day. Actually might be closer to that day than you think, but still don't like. I have spent a lot of time coding and doing things on my computer here in the last 2 weeks since I got back from TwitchCon. And none of it has been, like, used yet. Most of it's still buggy and I'm testing it. But as usual, it's half me wanting to improve things for chat, but also me wanting to take control of my own projects and my own things. We warm over here yet, Pan? You got a little run to you. Something's going on with YouTube where my browser or something, it won't show what's going on. It's gonna be our thickest piece here. Salt on the other side. We'll hit it with some pepper now. Garlic and cayenne. Anyone in chat, big poultry experts, know what the seasons are for quail eggs? Welcome back, Blue Moon. Sweets for breakfast are always, like, isn't like 90% of the breakfast menu sweets? Cook big piece. And get you dirty again, but hey, Shauna Vision, but not cooked, so a little of that action there. Not really, Nan Reader. It's sort of weird. I don't notice most of those trends unless I go into like a Safeway or like a Walmart around here. Like all of the other grocery stores, which there's a fair number of, you know, independent slash small chain grocers compared to I think most places in the U.S. in Sonoma. I just don't think that it, like, several of the places I went today, there was no problem at all with that. And that last big egg shortage we had, like, the only place that I saw shortages was Safeway. Alright, so that's nice and warm still. We're going to add some tomato juice in there. Using tomato juice partially because I just have it around the kitchen right now. If I had chicken stock chilling around, I probably would have used a half cup of chicken stock there, but I didn't feel like defrosting a bag for a half cup. Yeah, I actually didn't buy eggs today, so I don't even know what I paid for eggs last. And then can of green chilies, which there's got some red chilies in that green chili can, but and heat back on in the pan. cumin. Cayenne. Paprika. And the last of my bottle of Tabasco. And last thing going in here that I forgot, this was supposed to be in there a little bit earlier. I got a container of pre-made pico. Which I would normally prefer and love to cut up salsa pico on stream, but cost of doing it for that little amount. Like, there's a lot of things that come across that way that are hard to do for the single cook or the small home cook. Like, that last time I made salsa, I had so much salt, people were like, send it to us. Like, so we're going to bring that up to heat, and then we're going to add our chicken back into that. Well, some of that. In this, I'm just going to give a rough chop too. I'm going to remove a good percentage of this. Say maybe half-ish. Move the chicken back in. Give this a good stir up, and then we're going to cut the heat because we don't need to overcook that chicken anymore. It'll stay warm for a bit here like that. We'll probably have to give it a touch of heat to finish things off. Gotta fix that scene. Let's see, let's move it about there. That way you can see both sides, sorta. So turn the heat on the right side here, and adding a cup and a half of water to that. Splash of extra lemon juice in there. There's probably some sort of acid in with the pico. Spanish, there's no distinction between lemon and lime. That's why it's always fun when you get someone in the kitchen that's new to the English language and you ask them for a lemon and they come back with a lime. So we're bringing this liquid up to a boil before we add our rice in there. While that's heating up, I'm gonna work on rolling out these tortillas. Making tortillas makes me sad. Reminds me of the fact that we're losing our local tortilla factory to labor cost. On the other hand, it might help other things because like, it is one of the places, no doubt, anytime you go, you can find a food service trailer in front of their factory that is not legally permitted in the county. Oh, health department. How I loathe thee. Like, we've got all these, like, I had to deal with so much drama and crap with rules and regulations for farmers markets. And you drive around this county for more than 5 minutes, you're gonna find an illegal fruit stand. Yeah, sometimes they come out square. We boiling over here? Yeah. Nice. So we'll add our rice. Good pinch of salt, MSG, pepper, cover. We back to boiling over here again. Yeah. And cut the heat on that now. Knowing your rice. Some rice, it matters if you put too much water in there. Some it doesn't. Some arrives way too starchy. Some doesn't, even if it comes from the same company, from the same farms. And like, I don't have that expertise. That's in there with that, like, sushi chef expertise. Like, it's one of the first things that sushi chefs learn to do is they spend years and years just learning how to properly make sushi rice. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm finally getting to an age here where it's probably acceptable, if I had studied sushi my entire life, to call myself a sushi chef. But I haven't. Okay, moving chicken to the back. And so we've got a nice hot pan there. Is that the same source? Is that going to screw the other one up now? And take a paper towel and wipe this pan so that what oil is there is rather thin and well distributed. We want this nice and warm. I don't add salt to my tortilla dough, chat, which I don't think many tortilla companies do either, other than to negate the fact that they probably use flours that taste horrible without salt. I wouldn't suggest adding salt unless you're adding fine salt, because kosher salt is not going to go well. Like, these are too thin for kosher salt. These are flour tortillas, which are relatively simple. They are just AP flour, all-purpose, regular white flour, some lard mixed in, kneaded into the flour, and that gives you your tenderness for your final tortilla, and then warm water. Doesn't have to be, most people recommend warm. And we're into ads. But we're just making tortillas for the next couple minutes, so. And then it somewhat picks up on camera there, but there's sort of like a dried like look to the exterior that lets you know that it's cooked. Hi, chat. And you're obviously removing most of the moisture here. So how much moisture add is sort of a preference / technique / final result thing. So you're probably going to want to toy around with how much water you add to the amount of flour. I did flip that another time after I saw some nice light browning there. I want some of that on the other side too. Yeah, there we go. So our first shell, still nice and soft. Got some light browning on both sides. You do want to be careful about these drying out too much while they're here. I specifically put them on the cutting board so that they were less likely to... This counter seems to pull moisture out much more than my cutting board. So I've been working with a different bot that's steamy. Like I said, I've been coding and trying things and working with things and working with a different bot. And I'm sort of coming up to this point where do I get rid of the current bot with all of the sprinkles and redesign my sprinkle system in the new bot using the old data, but scramble game I'm working on making the scramble game actually make it so you never have to type ! scramble again. That'd be nice. Our second tortilla here. And keeping them enclosed. Coulis. It has been a minute since I have purposely made a fruit coulis. Ooh. Welcome, Raiders. How we doing, everyone? Welcome in. I'm Jason. Thank you for the raid. Where are we coming from, everyone? What were we just watching? We doing some cooking, we doing some gaming. I'm working on cooking some tortillas. I'm making my tortillas from scratch for my tacos tonight. We've got some chicken cooked up with a nice sauce. We got some rice that's working. And I'm gonna make some tacos and top them with some eggs. At least that's the plan tonight. I originally had hoped to find myself some cute, dainty little quail eggs that would have been perfect for like throwing on top of a taco. But I'm gonna go with a regular chicken egg tonight because I couldn't find the quail eggs. Just got these last two here to do. And then I'm going to switch over to the eggs and the avocado, and we're actually getting there, folks. Could be a little bit of a quicker evening tonight. It's alright, it gives you more time to go out and drink tonight, right? It's Friday. It's party time. Except for me, I wasted all my money at TwitchCon. For anyone new in here, hello, I'm Jason. I cook here on Twitch 4 nights a week. I think we just decided in the Discord it's going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Getting a bit warm here with our pan, so I'm going to cut the heat down here for the last one. Well, see, the problem is yeah, I need more money. I'd probably go to the European TwitchCon if it wasn't for, like, the price tag. And the hours on a plane. Oh. Customs. Oh. So, yes, there is Blue Moon. TwitchCon Europe is the 31st of May to June 1st, 2025. in Rotterdam. I'll allow that pan to cool down just a touch from where we are with this. How's our rice looking? Let's take a look at our rice here. Speaking of knowing your rice, this jasmine has been much more gummy and sticky than I prefer. I don't like it so fall apart that it doesn't, like, you can't scoop it with a fork. But at the same time, I want individual grains, if that makes sense. I need some water. I need to hydrate, chat. Come on. There we go. Hi, Buns. Might want to look that one up, Buns. I pinned it so it's easy to find now. Oh, let's do another one of those. depends on what I'm using them for. So many ways to cook eggs. Why did I go in here? I need this. And I need this. Like this, probably for breakfast. You gotta have that runny yolk. And that's the whole point for tonight, too. Gotta have that messy, runny yolk on that taco. Bleeding down into everything else. The heat is off on those, by the way, chat. That's just the pan coasting. So, cilantro. Sorry, farmers. Cheap iceberg. Going with the cheap iceberg. I'm not even buying a whole thing of it because it's just for some tacos. Give those a toss together. Salt. Olive oil. Would you make buns? I should show what Ozzy shared in the food Discord channel. Ozzy's always good about sharing his dinners. But we got our chicken. Not ready for the eggs. Why am I going for eggs? We're not ready for eggs. We've got our lettuce and cilantro mix. Yeah, it's been a minute, Buns. Nice looking avocado there. Be careful doing that. Don't slice your hand open. It's one of the top things that happen in kitchens as far as injuries. We love our avocados, apparently. Get out. Where are you, music? What happened, music? Oh, you're still playing. I just can't hear you. I'm not liking what's going on there. Uh-oh. Blue Moon's getting stumped. Alright, to our eggs that we don't want to leave here all day. I'm going to break them down to just the sort of solid white center on these. So taking the thin, runny whites away from our eggs and just leaving the thicker white center part to them. Which, if you're worried about the waste, you can obviously throw whatever's left here of the thinner chicken or thinner egg in with the chicken. Because there is a little more leftover chicken here, and there's certainly rice. Need a bowl. I need a bowl, chat. Not that kind of bowl. Yeah, like I was saying, chat, this rice here is a little more sticky than I want it to be. It's doing pretty good, and it's doing a decent job as a inauthentic Mexican rice here tonight. Nah, rice is not rice. I can confidently say that after mistakenly buying brown rice and wanting it to be white rice. It'd be nice if a lot more foods were wish the lettuce wasn't so hiding up the chicken here in the photo. All three of those lovelies just ready to pop and drain all over that lettuce and avocado. And if there's any dribbles, we can drop them into this. Any hot sauce to the tacos? Hot sauce would be amazing on this. We already have a fair amount of hot sauce and heat in with the chicken that's at the bottom and with the rice. But yes, most certainly if you got some nice Mexican hot sauce, nice splash on there. All I've got left in the house after killing to the Pasco in this recipe tonight is some Franks. But I do think that leaves us with a bit of a earlier evening here tonight. Gonna be back here on Sunday for my normal Sunday stream. Let's see here. If we got any fans of Jackbox games. If you're unfamiliar with Jackbox games, they're sort of like trivia slash wordplay games for groups. I am tentatively thinking we're going to do Jackbox games in the Discord on Sundays after stream. If people would be interested in joining in along with that, I think we're going to try that out on Sunday. We had a couple of people in the Discord say that they already have editions. I was willing to pick up a package to give it a try with chat. So hopefully that's a fun idea for you to join in on your Sunday night when you're relaxing and, you know, you got an early morning the next day and, you know, so... Let's see here. I think I'm gonna leave it there, Chad. I'm not seeing anyone shouting any names screaming out that I need to raid tonight. So, Sunday. We've got chowder in the plans. If you want to join in and cook along with me on Sunday, the recipe is in the recipe channel of the Discord. There's also several of those. I get the next 2 Mondays listed there too. So I hope you had a lovely time hanging out with me tonight. Had a good night tonight. It was a quick one. Good night, everyone.